All right, so I'm just talking about some of the basic syntax. One of the syntax that I want to talk about is variable and talk about what exactly is a variable. So in Python, a variable is pretty much used to store data in the memory. It's like a reference to an object in memory. So I mean, just really overall, just know that variable is pretty much just used to store data. So anytime you're using variable, you're storing information that you're probably going to use and apply in a function. But I'll give you an example of what a variable looks like. X equals 10 right here. I just made a variable right there. A variable is created immediately when you assign a value to it. So the value is 10 and the variable is X. So X equals 10. Anytime you see an equal sign, just know that it's a variable. Let's give you just another example, just for the fun of it. Greetings. Okay, so this time the greetings is the variable, and I assigned the value hello world to it in quotation marks. And those quotation marks actually represent that this is a string. While over here, this represents an integer. And I think you can check, let's just, for the heck of it, you can actually check like what type of data type it is, and data types deal with strings and integers and things like that. But yeah, it's like over here, let me just print type, this is X, and let's see what it says. So this right here is the integer class. And then let me print type greetings. Run that. Let's see what it says. So this is a string class. So anytime you just want to be sure, hey, what data type it is, you can just like use the type, print, and get the information. Um, yeah, but back to topic. So we assigned the value. So we assigned 10 to X, the variable. X equals 10. We assigned the string hello world to the variable greetings. So greetings equals hello world, and that's how we know that it's a variable because of the equals. We can also reassign variables. It's kind of easy to do in Python, I think. See, X equals 10 right here. X equals 20. So I just reassigned um what it is. And let's just see. Let me delete this real quick. So we're going to print X. See what's in X. 10. So we see in X, X is storing the data 10. We want to reassign that and see what it says. X equals 20. So from now on, X will be 20. Okay. So let me print the X real quick. It says 20 now. But we want to confirm that. Just check. Let's do sum equals X plus X. Print. My fault. Print sum. Because sum is the variable. And we assigned it X plus X. All right, perfect. So right here, we see that now X is going forward. X is 20 because the sum of X plus X is 40. So 20 plus 20 equals 40. Now, had we let's check this right here. Let me delete this and see what it does. Okay, now you see we deleted that, and now it's back just to 10. So it's like we didn't reassign the variable. So it's still assigned the value 10, and it's 10 plus 10, which be the sum, and that equals 20. And then a couple of other things. One thing, like some types of variables, like global variables and local variables. Um, yes, global variables right here. Local variables. So, I mean, global variables, they're created outside the function. They're known as anytime you see a variable that's outside the function, you kind of have the idea that this is a global variable. And global variables they can be used by everyone, both inside of functions and outside of functions. While local variables, if you create a variable uh, with the same name inside a function, the variable will be local and can only be used inside the function. So just always remember, with global variables, they exist outside the function and they can be used whether inside the function or outside the function. And local variables, they exist inside the function and they can only be used inside the function. All right, so let me give you like two examples of variables, global variable. Let me give you two examples of global variables. X equals 5. X equals 3, add, using a function right now with the def. Sum. All right, so this function right here, I'm adding two numbers. I have my sum. I have two variables. Let me change this. I always keep putting this as y as x when I should put that as a y. Um, let me see what I'm gonna do with this one right here. Yeah, we print. The sum is, and then this is how you execute a function. I'll talk about that more later. Okay, so the sum is sum. So it'll print out the sum is whatever the number is. It should be 8. Let's see if we get 8. Yep, the sum is 8. So ultimately, how do we know that it's a global variable? The variables are not inside the function. They're not defined in the function. They're defined when you have the equal and the equals, and it's outside the function. Let me just do one more quick example. So it's like name equals a Aaron. Name it Aaron, and then it's just like let's create a function to greet a person. So I'm gonna put hello over here, and then I'll put the name so that the name comes out. I want to print. Let me see. Right here. I got another variable right here inside the function. As you can see, we have our global variable and we have a local variable right here. But let me get back to showing you the global variable. And then right here, executing function. Name. So name should be, let's see what happens. You know what? Gotta put this in a string. Just realized that. Didn't put that. Right, perfect. So right here, oh, let me delete this one real quick. All right. So in our greeting, we see hello, Aaron. Hello, and then the name. Name equals Aaron. And then they just print name again. See Aaron. But again, you see this name variable exists outside the function. Okay. Local variable. Let me just write examples of local variable, just a couple. So I'm gonna copy and paste this. I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna just switch this. I don't feel like writing. So over here, I have it outside the variable. Now I'm going to have it inside the variable. So x equals 5, y equals 3. So now they exist inside the variable. So that's some of the major differences is the global variable, they exist outside the function. The local variable, they exist inside the function.